paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot-bellied goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
Woo! Good afternoon, my friends. It's good to see you guys. Oh man, it's Sunday. Hope everybody had a wonderful day today. I realize a lot of people are complaining about the heat. It's hot as fuck in Tennessee. I'll tell you that shit right now. I'm sure it's hotter in Florida. I'm not going to have a pissing contest with you people about where it's hotter. It's all hot. It sucks. I'll let this lady tell you exactly. This is very old, but nothing expresses how hot it is better than this wonderful woman.
It is 91,000 damn degrees. I am sitting right next to my air conditioner, right next to it. It is on the lowest temperature on the highest damn speed, okay? 64 degrees, and it's on turbo. What the fuck do I need to put this bitch on? Power Ranger. This is fucking unacceptable. I did not sign up for this. When I prayed during the winter months, I asked the Lord to make it warm. I did not say, Lord, please bring the devil from hell and have him sit his ass crack on earth. That's not what I asked for. That is not what I requested. Okay.
I agree.
He need to heat the houses of the people who was begging for summer all damn winter and fall. All the motherfuckers that was making pictures and special little telegrams and counting down the days till summer. I can't wait to be on the beach. I can't wait to enjoy myself and be in the sun. Well, then you put the sun in they fucking living rooms and you make my damn living room snow. I cannot do this. Okay. The Lord need to delegate temperature and weather to somebody else. Where the hell is Moses? Talk to Moses about this shit, because the Lord is out of control and I cannot deal with this. I am not tropical. I'm not a damn toucan. This is too goddamn much. It should not be so damn hot that I'm up here having dreams about me being on fire. Everybody getting on my damn nerves. So goddamn hot. Shit. Oh. Everybody's getting on my nerves. Everybody's kids is getting on my nerves. These niggas downstairs keep barbecuing every damn day. Every damn day. Every day can't be a holiday. Every day can't be a holiday. It's not a celebration. Who the hell paying for this damn meat? Barbecuing every goddamn day. For what? Shit.
I almost forgot.
Always hot. I'm going to slit somebody's throat over this heat. I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I get it why people just start shooting during the summer. Don't give me no firearms because I'm about to go the hell off. I do not do this. This is not what I do. I'm not. Hell no. Shit. No. Jesus, be a raindrop or central air because I cannot breathe.
Amen. Yes. We feel this lady. We do. We feel her 100%. Jesus, be a raindrop. So so we've established that it's fucking hot. Okay, let's move on. Yes, and I say move on. Okay, none of you guys say move on. I say move on. I felt so bad for Rhonda last night. Turtle Boy Aiden went off on Rhonda. Now he was cool about it because she corrected the situation and he apologized very gracefully. Rhonda's here. Look, Rhonda's here. Look. Rhonda got yelled at like a motherfucker. He said, you're just gonna sit there. You're not gonna unsubscribe. You're not gonna fucking unfollow. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna fucking take it. I'll move on when I fucking move on. That shit was fucking great. Oh my God. But Rhonda was like, I wasn't even talking to you, bro. Rhonda was like, I wasn't even talking to you, dude. No, man, but he made it right. Those misunderstandings happen. And listen, I would have said this. I would have reacted the same way. If I thought someone was talking to me, bro, I would have reacted in a similar way. I would have absolutely, you guys have seen me do it. Like, don't ever fucking tell me what to do with my content, dude. Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I mean, it's that simple. If you're not enjoying the shit, go fucking watch something else. You know what I mean? I totally fucking agree with his feelings about that. It was just a misunderstanding. That's all it was. But make no mistake. Yeah. If you fucking sitting here in my chat trying to tell me what to do with my content, and go fuck yourself. Like, that's the whole point. It's the whole point is that nobody fucking tells you what to fucking do. Like that's the biggest perk for me. The biggest perk of doing this is I do what I want. Go fuck yourself. That's the biggest perk. I do what I want. Go fuck yourself. Watch it or don't watch it. I don't give a fuck. You know? But it was fucking funny. It was hilarious. I loved it. And so hey, what's up, the Goodmans? I just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys this afternoon. I didn't want to do anything too late. But I just wanted to hang out with you guys a little bit. We're just going to talk about a couple of little things. Nothing major. And we're just going to try to enjoy ourselves today. That's what we're going to do. Just before we get ready for the big Melanie Little end of the well, not end, but the Melanie Little part of the whore tour for Aiden Carney, aka Turtle Boy. Will Melanie Little knock this out of the park, or will she make it an awkward, uncomfortable situation? These are the questions to be asked on the whore tour now. Apparently, either you're killing it when you have Aiden on, or you're shit in the bed. I'm exaggerating. Nobody really did all that bad. You know what I mean? You know, it's just, I mean, just understand, man. Like, you got to let things be natural, dude. You know what I'm saying? You got to let things be natural. It's all good. You know, don't feel intimidated. Don't feel like there's any pressure, you know, just because Aiden's in such high demand right now. It's not that, you know, he's still Aiden. You know what I mean? Like, just talk to the guy. It's easy. It's easy. Just do it. It's not that serious. See what we got here. Gerda K is a member for 18 months. Thank you, Glare. Thank you for being you. You're the best. You're the best. And Nero Nanny, thank you. Welcome to Logic. No, and I'm joking. I have nothing but, I mean, confidence is an understatement, and how, I mean, this is going to go. Melanie is extremely knowledgeable generally, but also in Aiden's case, and as well as the Karen Reed case, as we all know. And she's a friend. And so I'm certain that this conversation between them is going to go very natural and very smoothly, and it's going to be very informative. It's going to be very insightful. I'm absolutely positive of this. So I'm really looking forward to it. And right, that's my whole take on these things. I don't consider myself a journalist, so it sounds silly when I say, "Can I interview you?" I'm not interviewing anybody, dude. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck am I to interview anybody? I don't know how to interview anybody. I don't know the first fucking thing about interviewing somebody after you have to ask them questions. I don't know anything beyond that. So yeah, it's silly. I find it silly to call anytime I have a guest on here, what I do an interview. So
oh, here we go. Yeah.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
not that Dina. Thank you so much. The heat isn't as bad as the Jurassic Park size bugs. I'm over it. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to be doing what I regularly do, living my life the way I regularly live it. I would prefer to be doing that, but I'm not complaining about the fact that I am blessed with air conditioning, because fuck that. It's hot. I always prefer the cold over heat. Always, always, always. Thank you, not that Dina. And yes, it's the bugs, man. The bugs fucking suck. I don't like when there's a shit ton of gnats. I hate mosquitoes. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. I'm already ready for winter. Yeah, Kelly Garcia. I'll address that for a second. I don't know who is behind this John Barron account that's caused so much trouble, but I'm telling you right now, whoever it is laughing their fucking ass off right now. I'm telling you right now, they're laughing their fucking ass off right now because the whole point of having a troll account is to get people fucking freaking out and fighting with each other. It is a craft. It is tradecraft for a troll for that to happen. That person is winning. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say it just like I say it on Twitter. The whole John Barron thing is fucking retarded. Like, it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Like, it's the fact that people are freaking out over this is amazing to me. Especially amongst a bunch of people who are smart enough to see that Karen Reed is clearly innocent. You know what I mean? Like, people with this kind of intelligence being totally letting this John Barron account holder have this much control over your emotions and your life and your time. Dude, I mean, come on. Like, seriously, it's just so stupid. Like, when you put it in perspective, it is so fucking dumb. Like, you know how you don't fucking let this John Barron account win? Ignore it. Ignore it. That's what you do with trolls. That's what you do with trolls. You just fucking No, I'm not going to elaborate because and there's people who are being dragged into it that don't even fucking deserve to be dragged into it. Like, and it's so weird. You know, and it's just like I'm seeing these people start playing fucking Scooby-Doo over who the fuck this John Barron guy is and who gives a fuck. You know? Like, seriously, I can't imagine giving a fuck. I can't imagine giving a fuck about it. You know how many people fucking post fucking lies about me on a daily on X? Who gives a fuck? That goes with the territory. It comes with doing this. It comes with being not afraid to speak your mind because it's going to cause controversy to some degree. Here's the thing. I have said for years that if I'm not saying something that's pissing somebody off, I'm not doing what I'm doing correctly. I'm not doing this right. That's always been how I feel, and that's currently how I feel, and that will most likely always be how I feel. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm sorry, Last Ronin, I didn't see it. Don't tell Will what to do with his channel, fool. Yeah, I mean, don't tell anybody what to do with their channels. That shit annoys the fuck out of me. When anybody tells anybody what to do with their fucking channels, like, don't worry about it. Start your own channel if you want to. If you think you could improve on somebody else's shit, start your own shit and do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I mean, like it goes with the territory. So when you realistically understand that you're hoping to be controversial to the point to where people well, I don't want to say controversial. What I hope to be is provocative. That's what I hope to be, is provocative, to create conversation, to spark, to provoke conversation. That is what I would prefer to say my goal is in doing this. And in doing this, you're going to make people mad. In doing this, you're going to make people mad. And you got to expect that people are going to tell lies about you. They're going to try to silence you. You know, I mean, and they're going to try to do it through intimidation by doxing you and saying, "Oh, I know who you are and where you work." And, you know, these things absolutely can happen. But they're to be expected if you make yourself a public figure. And yes, make no mistake, I'm not saying anybody here's famous. I'm saying you make yourself a public figure by being so public as to speaking on a YouTube channel. You make yourself public as to putting your name and picture out on Twitter and having loud opinions on any social media platform for that matter. You do this. When you do this and you get a certain amount of attention, and it really doesn't mean a lot of attention, but just a consistent amount of attention, you are what is referred to as a public figure because you're very public with your shit. And so these things are to be expected. It is so uncouth. It really is in such poor taste when you see people whine about it. Like when I see someone whine and cry about someone complaining about them on the internet, I go, really? Like I look at them like they're eating at a nice restaurant with their hands. That's how I look at them. Like, I mean, the bottom line here is, dude, like you're trying to make a fucking name for yourself on the internet by being loud and being opinionated, and then when somebody forms an opinion about you and you become the subject of conversation, you can't handle it. You don't get the one without the other. It just doesn't work that way. Like, think about it. Everybody here's a Turtle Boy supporter, right? When do you ever see him whining about that shit? Think about it. When do you ever see Aiden whining about people talking about him on the internet? He never does. He gets passionate and he gets fucking pissed off about the idea of people trying to throw him in fucking jail. That's understandable. But what I never see him do is whine about people talking about him on the internet. You never see me whine about people talking about me on the internet. I have such little respect for that. Exactly, Sarah. I mean, haters are a symbol of endearment to me, dude. Fucking love when I have haters, bro. I fucking love it. Love that shit. I've always said, whenever somebody fucking makes a hate video about me or some shit, I go, aw, they're thinking about me. It's sweet. Not that, Dana. Thank you. All that being said, Jimmy's stream tomorrow should be fire. Yeah, right on. It's totally a badge of honor, Microdots. It's totally a badge of honor. Like, you know what it's like? It's like wearing a fucking football uniform and then going out and playing football and then complaining when it gets dirty. Like that's what it's like, dude. That's what you sound like. That's what you look like and sound like to me. Like somebody who just went out, played football, and got their ass dragged all up and down the field and complained because your fucking nice, cute little uniform got dirty. That's what you sound like and look like to me. So DePeePee, John DePeePee had had a little run in. It looks like he had a little date with the one and only Brian Albert. It looks like old John DePeePee is moving in on Higgy's squeeze. This is very adorable here. Diane G, thank you so much. Cat Williams once said, if you only got 5 people hating on you, you better figure out how to make it 20 by next week. Yeah, that's a good point. Words of Cat Williams wisdom. Yeah, like if I'm not pissing somebody off, dude, I'm not saying anything worth listening to. It's just that simple. It's what it boils down to. So here you got the big BA sitting across from John DePeePee. And I was wondering what he was doing here with his hands. Like, if I'm Brian Albert, I'm like, hey, let's see those fucking hands. Put those fucking hands on the table. Brian Albert is here. Who knows what's being said here? But I find this very interesting. And then you got the pee-pee over here. Like, what do you think is going on here? Like, you think he's being reprimanded? You know what I mean? I wonder if that's what happened. I wonder if John DePeePee, let me see something. Because when was this? This was July 19th. So this was day before yesterday. Or no, this was yesterday. This was yesterday. So let me see something here. Yeah, because I want to get an idea of what his last stream was like. Because I wonder what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't picture Brian Albert being anything except intimidating to somebody. And especially a guy like John DePeePee. Like, especially when you see John DePeePee in this picture right here. He looks like he's just trying to reason with him. Like, I don't understand exactly what you want me to do. I just went live, and all I did was I said that I thought it was a little weird that you guys, I'm not seeing any lawsuits, and I'm seeing a lot of silence from your side. That's what I'm thinking. That's all I said. And he's groveling. Oh, you think Brian Albert went over there to do like a fucking Ray Donovan and fuck like just sit down with, like, make this new move, you know, sitting down with John DePeePee, and he's just like, you're gonna do this thing for me, or I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna break your fucking arms. I wonder if that's totally what happened. Like, look, shut up. You're going to get in the car and we're going to fix this right now. Brian Albert just totally muscling fucking John DePeePee. Like, that's totally what's going on here. He looks like he's groveling. Because I don't see John DePeePee doing anything but groveling. Like, when you think of the personality dynamic that has to be between Brian Albert and John DePeePee, like, those are two very, very different personalities. One is absolutely a fucking muscle goon personality with the kind of brains and the kind of not give a fuck to completely fuck somebody over to protect his own ass. And also to protect probably things that he cares about. Where you have John DePeePee, who's just a fucking worm, bro. John DePeePee is clearly nothing but a fucking slimy little fucking worm. You know what I'm saying? There's no, and he has no dominance, no place of dominance over Brian Albert. Like, he doesn't have any leverage. He has nothing because John DePeePee has almost no fucking following. I mean, he has 67,000 subscribers, okay? But he did a live stream 2 days ago. Literally 2 days ago. And it hasn't even broken 1,000 views. It has 987 views. And we're going to watch it right now in just a second. But I'm saying he has nothing to offer the Alberts. And he has nothing to, he's, his voice is not at all what you would consider valuable. I mean, let's just face it. He doesn't bring anything of value to anything, yet he's meeting face to face with Brian Albert for what? It's not an interview. It sure as shit doesn't seem like an interview. Right. Exactly. I'm sure of it. But yeah, I mean, they definitely look like they're out on a date, don't they? So they're at what is this, Patriot Place? Let's read Aiden's caption. So Aiden's caption says Brian Albert is so desperate for positive publicity that he's having lunch dates at Patriot Place with John DePeePee. Did John ask him why he didn't come out of the house, or why he got rid of his cell phone the day before the preservation order, or how exactly he butt answered his phone while making love to his wife with the face of generational Irish poverty? Or better yet, why hasn't he sued anyone if there's no truth to any of this? Exactly. I wonder if John DePeePee asked Brian Albert the hard questions, because I'm willing to bet he did not. I mean, I'm willing to bet that he did not do that. I'm willing to bet that Brian Albert was in absolute and total control of that entire conversation that they were having. And John DePeePee has absolutely no upper hand position over Brian Albert. I can't imagine a scenario in which he would have that or have the balls to use it. You know what I'm saying? John DePeePee doesn't have that. He's a fucking slimy worm. A coward. Yellow-bellied, as they say. What am I looking at? What in the fuck?
Okay. Here we go.
What the fuck was that? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to put another thought into it.
All right, folks, here we go. Good afternoon, everyone, on this Friday. Yes.
Bro.
There I am. Yes, there we are on X. Okay. Everyone on this Friday. I think the sound sounds fine. Yes. And it does. Yes. Now, we're also live on YouTube.
I mean, just look at this guy's fucking face, dude. I'm trying to tell you. Like, I can't unsee it now. Like, I picture a penis with Down syndrome. A Downsy dick is what I see when I look at this guy. I know I've said this already, but I cannot think of anything. I can't get that out of my mind when I see him now. Like, it's just like not, and again, not a person with Down syndrome's penis. I mean, the penis itself has Down syndrome, is what it looks like to me. And it can talk. And it has exactly the personality that I would imagine for it. Like, let's just say I'm a cartoon creator, right? And I sit around, I'm working at Cartoon Network, Adult Swim with a bunch of other fucking geeks. And I'm like, you know what? I got this idea. What about if we fucking make a dick and it's got Down syndrome? You mean like a Downsy dude's dick? Like, no, not that's insensitive. No, I'm saying a penis that has Down syndrome and it talks, right? And then the other guy's, okay, all right, I see where you're going here. And then the next thought, okay, well, what's he going to sound like? It's going to sound exactly like this guy. I guarantee you this is how they're going to imagine it. It's going to sound exactly like this guy. They're going to get somebody to voice this cartoon that sounds like John DePeePee himself. Like, this is crazy. It's like a comic book just came to life that never existed. Comic book from some other dimension, some other part of the multiverse, Earth 2892 or whatever the fuck. And there's a character of a Downsy penis named DePeePee. Named John DePeePee. And he comes to life and becomes a fake journalist. This is gold, okay? Cartoon Network, get at me, okay? This is gold.
YouTube. Sound should be fine there. Always like to double check. YouTube's experiencing great growth, about to hit 67,000 followers.
I bet he paid for 50,000 of those. I bet he bought them. He should have way more views.
Yes, there it is. There I am. Okay. There's Debbie. Yes. Yes, there it is. I don't know. I don't know, Midwest guy. There's Debbie. Yes. Yes, there it is. I don't know. Yes. Subscriber only mode. That's exactly right. That's what we're in. You know, I need to incorporate that on Facebook as well.
You can't, Downsy Dick. You can't.
As I think of it. Yeah, speaking of.
He's not slowed down.
Tonight, we're riding with Westerly Police.
I'm about to speed his ass up.
That will start
No,
7-ish.
this is like
If
2
we're a
days
little
old.
bit delayed, chill out. We'll be there. Sometimes people freak. Let's not. Do not freak. If for whatever reason, if we're delayed for a couple minutes. That's the plan. It can also then be 7:05, 7:10.
I'm happy for your cat.
Some of these people start losing their minds.
What the
Where is he?
fuck
Where are
you
you?
talking
What's
about,
happening?
bro?
When does this start?
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody. They just want you to get to it, bro. Okay? They just want you to get to it. Good citizen. Thank you so much. Hey, it's good to see you. You're amazing and effing funny. Thank you so much. Remember for 15 months. Yeah, like he's sitting here and he's talking like there's all this demand for him to start. Like, we can't wait for you to start, DePeePee. Where are you? No, it's more like, all right, man, is this guy gonna fucking what's this guy gonna fucking talk about? Where the fuck is this asshole? Just get this over with. Joe Naris, thank you so much. Clara, I'm a little behind, but I was wondering if you could do me the birthday honor of petty roasting Pinche Jefe and Tal Tard stream because you're the best and make me laugh so hard. You know what? I just might do that. Since it's your birthday, for sure. The Goodmans, thank you so much. Because I haven't watched it yet, so I'm gonna see if it's worth watching. As long as I don't go into a fucking seizure because of all the fucking shit that Grant has all over his screen. Jesus, dude. Like, goddamn, what are you trying to do to people, bro? Are you trying to give people aneurysms and shit? Like, there's way too much going on in there. Thank you, the Goodmans. I mean, what is he doing? This is how this guy runs.
Chill out a little bit.
A YouTube channel. This is how he starts people off.
Yes. That's the thing. They've changed it to just 3. Okay.
Dude, this guy is the fucking.
We're gonna begin.
Adam Lally of
2 minutes.
Bro.
We're 2 minutes out. Yes.
Dude, he's the Adam Lally of fucking YouTubers, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you lost the jury, guy. You lost the fucking jury. The jury's already, that's it. DePeePee. Because I come in and I go, woo! I get jury's in my pocket, dude. Second I fucking come out. That's it. Like, you are, I'm Alan Jackson. You're Adam Lally, bro. This is the way this is on YouTube, bro. As of YouTubers, in comparison to you, I'm Alan Jackson and you're fucking Adam Lally, bro. Like, you are absolutely and totally this is the most boring fucking live stream I've ever fucking seen, dude. I don't understand. Like, he has to have paid for his subscribers that he has. I mean, he strikes me as the kind of guy that buys subscribers. He absolutely does. Because none of this shit makes any sense. Like, nobody wants to watch this shit. Like, literally the only reason there's 1,000 people watching it right now is because I'm pointing out how excruciatingly boring it is. That's the most pathetic thing in the world. Besides him getting booed the way he did on, like, think about it. That I've never seen such a fucking deep cutting boo in my life, bro. That is the biggest fucking crowd probably to ever fucking gather outside of a courthouse for a verdict. Right? And this dude got fucking booed like by everybody. Everyone knew who he was and booed the shit out of him. So it's based on that. It's safe to say that a good number of those 987 views that he's got on this video right here are hate views. People that just fucking hate this guy. Like this dude is hated. Like people fucking hate this guy. I don't hate him. I just don't. It's because I just don't take him seriously. You know what I mean? He's just funny. Like he's to me, he's an interesting character. Like I swear, like what tracks most. I don't know anything about this guy's past. Okay, but what tracks most for me about his origin is that he came from another dimension in a comic book and made it over here somehow, became real life, just became, he was a downsy dick, a downsy penis, and then just came to life and grew arms and legs and then just started journalizing, bro. Like it's really weird. That's exactly what makes the most sense to me, because look at him and listen to him. Nobody likes a downsy dick, dude. You know, that's not, nobody likes that. Nobody, no, like you can't become friends with a downsy dick. They have these feats of strength. freakishly strong penis. Oh my fucking god. All right, I need to stop. Let's just keep watching the penis.
It's exciting. It is.
It's not exciting, dude.
It's very exciting, as a matter. We shall mess. Some good video at 2 o'clock.
Dude,
well, you know what I mean.
This guy still hasn't even started his live stream. He's just looking at his phone. He went live so that his audience could watch him look at his phone.
Definitely some action on Branch Avenue. We managed to get this earlier. All right. After 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock.
Dude, you're using fucking StreamYard, dude. Share it on your fucking live, dude. You're gonna stick your phone up to the fucking camera.
And we shall begin. Roger says, I think we're all set. Ready to go.
We're gonna begin.
All right.
4 minutes into the stream, we're gonna begin.
Yeah.
All right.
I did get a message. Someone said, I think there's something going on in Oakland Beach. Not going on anymore. Well, there you have it. That's why we always verify. Yep. In the past, they used to drop everything, go booking over there. We don't do that anymore. We've learned. Sometimes the hard way we've learned a little bit. All right, we're going to start.
Jesus.
Just a moment with the breaking news. We do have breaking news out of
I can't believe somebody
West
married
Coast.
this
guy. And then also locally, I think that's unusual. The change.
It's like somebody married this guy. You know what I mean? Somebody married this guy, which is weird to me. It's very, very strange. Because like if I picture him being intimate with his wife, I picture his whole self going inside and not just he goes in head first. Like that's how I picture it. I don't picture two people. I feel like he's just he goes all in, the whole body. That's what I feel like. That's how that goes down in the bedroom. I don't see how that could go down any other way. I don't I'm just saying. It's how I see it. Maybe I'm disturbed. Maybe that's true. But that's how I see it.
Chamber of Commerce silent on this. You'd think they would speak out. I don't understand it, but I'll try to explain it. Okay, and we're going to begin. at 106. Yep, 106 on this Friday, July 18th. Folks, good afternoon. Right now, as we speak, we are live on AM 1380 and 99.9 FM.
Oh my
We're
God,
also
dude.
live on our YouTube channel that continues to grow.
The only time that AM station is going to come in fucking handy is when there's a zombie apocalypse. Like that's the only time anybody's going to be happy to hear anything coming out of that fucking radio station. Is if there's a fucking, if it's like a post-apocalyptic situation where you're not sure if there's anybody else out there that's still alive. And that's the only reason that you're ever going to be fucking happy to hear from whatever the fuck radio station, that AM radio station is. Like, literally, like it's not even, I don't even think that's an exaggeration. I believe this with all my heart. I believe this with my entire being, that John DePeePee is broadcasting from a radio station that the only time anybody's ever going to listen to it is because they're hoping that there's somebody else out there who's not a cannibal.
We're also live on X. I want to say thank you to Debbie, who's a great moderator. You know what? As a matter of fact, and it's my fault. I should always double check. I want to thank. It was Ronnie, who sent like a super chat on YouTube. Folks, always want to mention that, and very grateful for all the support that we get. Bring you a lot of original content. Right now, we're live on YouTube, we're live on X, we're live on Facebook, and then AM 1380 and 99.9 FM.
AM
This portion of our
1380
program is brought to you by PR Landscape Materials and Garden Center. Now, remember, they are a full-scale nursery. It's PR Landscape
Oh my God.
and Garden Center, 3688 Quaker Lane in North Kingstown.
Oh my God, bro.
Full-scale nursery, and right now they have delicious
bro.
homegrown corn, fresh vegetables, peaches, all waiting for you at PR Landscape Materials and Garden Center. On top of that, annuals, perennials, trees and shrubs, hanging pots, 10-inch, 12-inch moss baskets, hanging impatiens, pansy marigold bags. Plus, they're open 7 days a week. Gift certificates are available, and they have very unique original gifts. For instance, you know what makes a great
Dude, this guy
that someone cannot buy? And what I mean,
this guy hasn't said a fucking thing of value yet this entire fucking stream at all. Like, not even a lie to be entertaining. You know what I mean? He's not even telling a fucking lie just to entertain. You know, this guy is the most boring. I mean, just look at this fucking guy, dude. Where do they fucking come from? I don't understand where the turtle boy derangement syndrome people come from. Who thinks these fucking people up, dude? Dude, listen to me, dude. And you're all going to be like, what, Blair? That's crazy, Will. Come on. Don't do that, man. But this is why I believe in God, dude. This is why I believe in God. You're not going to tell me that fucking Grant Smith Ellis was not intelligent design. Now, that's a stretch using intelligent, but you know what I mean, right? Like, you're going to tell me that Grant Smith Ellis is just nature's accident? No, dude. That's not, that was well thought. Well, again, not well thought out, but it was thought out. Grant Smith Ellis was put together by something. Okay. It was never, same with John DePeePee here. This is not, Hannah, thank you so much. If I was in a coma, this man's voice would send me to the gates of the heavenly buffet. He has dead eyes. I mean, he does. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, the unintelligent grand designer, bro, for sure, dude. Like, I feel like maybe there's like a different God, maybe for like different fucking districts of the world, bro. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe. And maybe the God that made Grant Smith Ellis and John DePeePee and Kate Peter was like a little kid with a fucking with a social disorder. Like a little fucking kid alien with Asperger's that makes fucking people like Grant Smith Ellis or John DePeePee. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be this that I refuse to believe that this is just nature fucking coming together and then these people. No, dude. Like I feel like there's like a little alien kid with Asperger's that fucking makes people. You know what I'm saying? And like he's angry, like throwing a fit, and then he throws together Grant Smith Ellis, like he's expressing himself as a painting. You know what I mean? Like we make music, like these aliens, they make people for art, right? And this little ornery ass kid, this little ornery ass alien kid, fucking threw Grant Smith Ellis together so he wouldn't cut himself. You know what I mean? Like as a fit, as a fucking as a tantrum. And same thing happened with the DePeePee. That's the same thing, you know. Like a human kid would just fucking scribble on a fucking paper, all angry, and make this figure with sharp teeth, you know. But this little ornery ass, highly evolved being with Asperger's has thrown a tantrum, and its mom was like, paint something, take your anger out on your art. And then they threw together Grant Smith Ellis. That's what I think happened. It's just a theory, you know. Checks and balances. Thank you for gifting a membership. Appreciate you. I haven't been doing this, man. I got to give the yes. Yeah. I mean, he'll grow out of it, you know, hopefully. Hopefully the little alien kid doesn't grow up to be a serial killer. You know what I mean? Hopefully. But it's got the signs. If it's making Grant Smith Ellis's and John DePeePee's, it's got the signs. It's got the warning signs. It should be seeing somebody. You know. Hopefully nobody's touching them. Nobody's interfering with the poor alien. Hopefully that's not the case. But I can't imagine, like, unless like it's just, you know, your average theory of what God is, right? And it's a blessing. They were put here just to make us laugh. Maybe that's all this is. Maybe it's just a blessing, you know. Hannah, imagine being in kindergarten with DePeePee and Grant. I mean, I can't imagine them being much different than they are now. Like, that's what's really funny about it. Like, I can't imagine them being much different than they are now, you know? Like, I imagine it like you remember how Muppets, they were Muppets, but then they were Muppet babies, right? Like, that's how I imagine it. It's just the same shit, except they're little. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of the same shit. They're little, louder, you know, more entitled. That's just how I imagine it.
What I mean by that is custom, where each birdhouse is made by a local artist, and they're all different, handcrafted. That is fantastic. And that's not something that somebody could just go and purchase in a store. They're one of a kind. Where do they have this? PR Landscape Materials and Garden Center. Remember, stop in and see them. Look for them on Facebook. 3688 Quaker Lane in North Kingstown.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
Because some platforms are more tolerant. For example, some platforms don't like fight videos. Some platforms don't like some of the police body cam videos. They think they're too violent. Others don't mind it. But what we have in common is you don't have to search everywhere. If you just log on to DePetro.com, you'll find it. DePetro.com, brought to you by the Coesit Inn. 226 Coesit Inn.
What a douche. This guy thinks he's going to lose. Like, this guy's going to lose almost nothing. You know how, like, that's juicy shit. He got a fight on video. Dude, post that shit. Post that shit. Why wouldn't you post that shit everywhere? Because you think you'll lose monetization? You'll gain a following, dummy. Hannah A, thank you so much. What the fuck is he talking about? Custom birdhouse. I don't know what he's talking about either. Yeah, he's talking about one of his sponsors. I mean, who's sponsoring this guy? People who make custom fucking birdhouses, bro. Who the fuck wants a custom fucking birdhouse, dude? Like, if I want, you know what I'm saying? The average dude who wants a custom birdhouse is just going to stick his kid in the fucking Boy Scouts and then say, make me a fucking custom birdhouse. That's what the average person's going to do. So what, you think this company is staying afloat? Like, how desperate are they to advertise through John DePeePee? Let's get real, folks.
Avenue, West Warwick. Remember, lunch, dinner, drinks in the lounge. They're waiting for you at the Coesit Inn. And I did get an email from Susan asking me, who is the propane company that I recommend? It's Propane Plus Heating and Cooling. Call them today, 401-885-4209, or in Massachusetts, 508-252-3359. Propane Plus, always online at propaneplus.com, residential or commercial.
I mean,
can depend on
Jesus.
Propane Plus. Now, Debbie, who's just, she does a fantastic.
This guy's 9 minutes in and has done nothing but read his advertiser's bullshit and looked at his phone. That's all he's done.
Job. I should check that, and I will check that more often. But I want to touch on, now there is breaking news that is literally happening as we speak, but it has to do, and I think developments are still coming out here. Breaking news: an explosion in a Los Angeles County Sheriff's training facility. So I know they're monitoring this.
Oh my God.
Federal partners are on the ground trying to support the ongoing response. So, explosion in an LA County Sheriff's training.
This guy is excruciatingly fucking boring. Fuck me, dude.
149, Roofco, Rhode Island.
Oh my God.
Cooperate with law enforcement. Now, first of all, or an assault or stabbing of some kind. So now you what? Run in here and then pretend, oh, I'm an illegal, you got to protect me, and they're not going to cooperate with law enforcement. Now, first of all, this business, which is on Broad Street on the south side, that's not a big...
Shut the fuck up, you cunt! Shut it!
All right. I'm trying to see where. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find something here. So where? All right. So where is the grant and golf thing? Didn't that happen yesterday? Somebody asked me, somebody super chatted me and asked me to go over it. I haven't watched it yet, so I figured I'll react to it since we're just hanging out. But I don't know where it is because I don't see it on Grant's channel. I mean, was it on his channel? No, he doesn't have anything that's like recent. Oh, boom. Okay. Thank you, Microdots. Microdots is awesome. Oh, okay. Sweet. All right. Now this is what I'll do. All right. Let's watch this shit. Thanks, Microdots.
Are we live?
We are on the air, Sean, but I can't hear you.
Okay. I got you.
All right. So obviously, appreciate you joining a little bit early, Sean. I was actually just about to bring up your profile on the screen so folks can know who you are as we're discussing. But folks, so it's about 2:40. We're going to start our interview with Sean McDonough a little bit early. Thank you very much to Sean for being so timely as always. To begin, Sean, how are you today?
Doing fine, Grant.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to be oh, and on real quick, shut up for a second, Sean. Real quick, Aiden's also gonna be on Brit Happens at 6, and then he's gonna be on Melanie Little at 7. So make sure to catch him on Brit Happens at 6. And make sure to like it and all that stuff. On good quality shows.
You're very kind, and I have your Twitter profile up here. If folks want to check you out, it's at LEOPARDO.
Dude, I have to keep that screen small.
On
like, I'm not even kidding. I have to keep the screen small because there's too much shit going on here.
Post a lot of good content.
It's insane.
Sean, I want to tell folks a little bit about you, but really we don't have a lot of time, so I'll let you quickly summarize. Folks may know you as a former federal agent who's involved in the coverage of a number of different cases. We're going to talk a little bit today about federal grand jury secrecy rules, but is there anything you'd like to let folks know about yourself before we begin?
Well, I think I'm sure I'll have Aiden on again at some point soon. Aiden has a standing invitation on this show. There's a few people who have a standing invitation on this show anytime they want to come on. Yeah. But yeah, I'll probably ask Aiden to come on for a show at some point. I'll let him get through this horror tour and let it die down a little bit. Let him chill out after that, and then maybe we'll work something out.
My profile's been out there for a while. I was a cop for 7 years before coming on with the DEA. I spent 28 years with the DEA. I've done grand jury investigations. I've put people in jail. I know how the systems work. And like I said, it's a shame that, I don't know, it's a shame that there's such a polarizing effect. Even now that Karen has been freed, right? She's been freed. And you know, some people are not listening to Alan Jackson, right?
Anna A, thank you so much. FYI, most serial killers have 3 names. Hi, Grant. Also, stop lying, bro. All you've is time, Grant. All you have is time, Grant. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Hannah.
They need to give her space. some people just don't want to do that. For whatever reason, I have no idea. But like I said, I am who I am. And I know why you have me on. And like I said, the last thing I thought I was going to need to do was to do that post today. I originally put it on my Facebook group, going through the motions, because I got clips of things from last night. So I figured let me put it out there and explain what the hell happened back in July of 2023.
Yep, and Sean, that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. And so I have the post up on the screen here, and just
So
to bring
what happened back
I
in
don't want
July
you
of
to read your own
2023?
words, I'll just read it for people. You made a post this morning following up on this sort of ongoing discussion related to the federal grand juror who was charged yesterday. And
Yes, thank you, Scott Messerschmidt, for that. Make sure to subscribe to Brit Happens and go check her out. She's going to have Aiden on in less than an hour, about 40 minutes.
Boston District Court, the Mockery Courthouse. And Sean said back in 2023, quote, while I was an admin in the original Justice for John O'Keefe Facebook page, I shut down information that was being posted about federal grand jury information in the John O'Keefe murder investigation. My reasons were obvious and were made known to the other mods. Here is why. Federal grand jury information is protected by law, Rule 6E, Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure. Grand jury proceedings are strictly confidential. It is illegal for anyone involved, prosecutors, agents, court personnel, and even jurors, to disclose matters occurring before a federal grand jury. This includes testimony, subpoenas, deliberation, and evidence presented. Anyone leaking or publishing, which is something I want to talk to you about, Sean, such information can be in violation of federal law, and I, as a page administrator, could have been implicated if my platform knowingly allowed such disclosures to remain visible. Why it matters to me as a content creator and former federal agent. Legal risk. If a leak occurred and was traceable to my group, it could trigger scrutiny or even subpoenas to the platform. Ethical obligation. As a former federal agent, I'm held to a higher professional standard when it comes to safeguarding the integrity of federal investigations. Reputation management. My brand and credibility are built on exposing wrongdoing, not being a conduit for potentially unlawful leaks. The amateurs can do whatever they want. So, Sean, my first question to you is, a lot of people are going to know about the state grand jury proceeding.
For those of you who don't know, Grant Smith Ellis, what's funny is I don't even dislike Grant Smith Ellis. I don't even really dislike Sean. But Grant Smith Ellis, the thing is about him, what is a fact is that he's a liar. He lies a lot. And he also suffers from turtle boy derangement syndrome. And he allows his feelings towards Turtle Boy to dictate his actions and dictate how he sees things. And we see this a lot. Grant Smith Ellis is one of these people, and Sean on the Gulf became one of these people. And right, exactly, Micah. He just comes up with these insane theories, but he doesn't call them theories. He states them as fact, which is like, whoa, dude, what are you doing? Yeah, like, I think Grant overall is just pretty harmless, like when I see him in person, we're very cordial towards each other. But the fact of the matter is he does lie a lot, and Sean a while back, like, now I don't know Sean's personal life. All I'm going to say is his behavior was wonky. Okay. I'm not going to speculate as to why. I don't know. But his behavior would get wonky at times. And I remember at one point, Turtle Boy was in his chat. Turtle Boy had just gotten out of jail. And Turtle Boy was in his chat. And Sean started yelling at him, saying, I don't trust you. I don't trust you, and I don't trust my devices with you, and blah, blah, blah. I don't trust your devices. Started getting really fucking paranoid. And then not too long after that, Sean ended up freaking out like, and it's sad because he had a good channel and he was funny. Like, he was fun to watch. He had a good following, you know? And the fact that he was retired DEA made him credible. You know what I mean? It gave him a certain level of credibility within the community, right? And the thing is, he ended up he ended up just kind of acting wild, man. Like, and he would say things. Hannah, thank you so much. His behavior is wonky at times. Will, are you describing my laptop or Sean? Yeah, that's funny. That's true. But listen, the problem with Sean was that he kept saying he had sauces, and it's like, okay, man. And what he would seem to do a lot was just throw a lot of shit at the wall and hope that it sticked, like that it would stick. And he kept claiming that he knew Proctor was getting fired, and everybody could guess that Proctor was getting fired. Everybody was wondering why it took so long when it finally happened. But he kept trying to act like this was like he had sources telling him this stuff, and it just, the stuff that he would talk about just never really came to be. And it just got to a point to where it was pretty obvious that a lot of the things that he was saying just had no merit to them. Then he just, I don't know what happened. He just went off one time because, bless his heart, he had family. He was losing family quite a bit last year, I remember, and maybe the year before. And it was a lot for anybody to handle, and he, but he started yelling and screaming on a live stream about Karen Reed not even sending him an emoji when his brother died, and it's like, she's like trying to fight for her life. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people out there that support Karen and have problems, It's not Karen's responsibility to address everyone and say that her thoughts are with everyone whenever they have a problem, whenever they have an issue that takes place in their life, no matter how important or impactful the issue may be. And this lack of understanding this on his part really made who he was and what he was doing this for very transparent. And so at that point, he wasn't to be taken seriously anymore. It was just really that simple. And so now I guess he's on Grant's channel. Just these two bullshitters are going to talk about this grand jury member who allegedly leaked information.
Process, but the federal process seems very different. As a 30,000 foot input,
can't do that.
What you seem to lay it out here, but how different is it, this federal grand jury system, in terms of the integrity of the process?
I'm not sure that there's that much difference between the state and the federal. Grand juries in and of itself are secret proceedings. That's why we have grand juries, right? We want to get a jury. Usually it's a makeup of, from 12 to 23 jurors, preferably, the 23. So you have a good quorum.
I mean,
they listen to evidence in secret and they decide.
There was a time where what Grant was doing right now would be considered thuggish as fuck. Like, there was a time, not now, but there was a time where if Grant lit up a fucking blunt while he's talking to a fucking retired DEA agent, that would have been thuggish as fuck. But it's not. Now he just looks stupid. Dennis, thank you so much. Keep glaring. Always. Always, always.
If there's probable cause, right? And why is that important? Well, it's important because it takes away the necessity for a law enforcement officer like myself to write an affidavit in support of an arrest, because once that arrest is made, the affidavit becomes public. So in a grand jury, any arrests that are made or any proceedings of evidence that's provided remains secret. That's the intent. And if you had followed me early on when I started my podcast, I referenced as a young agent, right? When I was first up in Springfield, I learned very quickly about the secrecy laws and 6E, how important it is not to, as federal agents,
Give us
as
fucking
court
McDonough.
officers, the blue coats, you have it.
Yeah, like he did this whole rant one time where he was saying that Aiden being in jail had something to do with them trying to get to Sean because of his sauces. And give us fucking McDonough. That he was there getting fucking interrogated. And they were interrogating Aiden and going, "You're going to give us fucking McDonough." I mean, let's just face it, man. That's fucking crazy. Like, that's fucking wild shit right there, dude. You know, like this is the stuff. Turtle Boy didn't ruin Sean. Nobody ruined Sean but Sean. You know what I'm saying? Sean went off the fucking rails, and that's all that happened.
They cannot discuss anything regarding a federal grand jury. And the stock answer always is, I
And what
can
he's-
neither confirm nor deny.
And everything he's saying is correct. Everything he's saying is actually very insightful. It's good to know. Alicia S., thank you so much. New subscriber here. Love your show. Thanks for making me laugh today. Downsy Dick comment almost made my drink come out of my nose. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, that's I'm glad you liked that. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers and all the OGs, man, who have stuck it out.
So when this bullshit came out, yeah, that Hank Brennan was saying that he got word from the federal people over at Mockery that the investigation was shut down. Well, you know something? I defy him to name the source, because that would put that particular person.
Another nickname I had for DePetro was Debinga, but nobody would really get that unless you're like Cuban. Nobody would really get that because, like, what's really funny is Debinga is like an insult, like it's a real thing. Like it translates literally to English as of dick. So, but that's what they say is like something. If something is terrible, if something sucks, they go, "That's eso está de pinga," you know. That's how Cubans talk, right? It's a very, 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 very common thing, the pinga, you know, and it literally translates to of dick. But basically, yeah, like it's very, very suiting. It's very, very suiting for John DePeePee to refer to him as Debinga. Like if we were all hanging out in Miami, that would be the nickname that would stick with him, because it takes on like a double meaning. Like I remember I had this buddy that I worked with, and then we hadn't worked together in a while. He got moved to another tattoo shop, and I went to his shop to say what's up to him and hang out. And we were talking about another artist, this dude named Ruben, and out of nowhere, like his name didn't even come up until he's mentioned it this way, and Mike got in my face and he was like, "Yo, Ruben está de pinga," and I started laughing because this dude was a lot, dude. Like we also say pesado, you know, like growing up in Miami, if somebody was like a lot to deal with, like a pain in the ass, you know, Like we would refer to them as pesado. Like this guy's fucking pesado, dude. Fuck. And Ruben was pesado as fuck. Like when he would drink. Yeah. This dude, when he would drink, he would get fucking, he'd get wasted like almost every night towards the end of the night at the shop. Right. And then he'd fight with his girlfriend on the phone. And like he got moved to that shop. I already knew, you know what I mean? I already knew what he was talking about. And he got moved to that shop. But this guy would be yelling at his girlfriend. His girlfriend's name was Star. And he would yell at his girlfriend and be like, Estrella, me estás reventando las bolas. Which means, translates to English as you're breaking my balls, but it translates like you're exploding my balls. You're fucking you're breaking my balls. And he would scream this at his girlfriend on the phone. And anyway, he was Debinga. He was a lot, you know. Much like John DePeePee is Debinga. But again, that nickname would only stick in Miami, but it would stick very well in Miami for that reason.
On the hot seat. And like I said, Leah Foley has been very cautious. We know there was a federal grand jury. Obviously there was, because, hey, what's his name? Kevin Reddington was the first to expose his client and admitted on Facebook that his client was served a federal grand jury subpoena. That's how we knew. And of course, as time went on, the federal TUI came out. So it's no secret. But still, Leah Foley and the people around her continue to say, I can neither confirm nor deny. You know that, Grant, because you went to one of those briefings with Josh Levy, and he could not answer your question.
Yep. And the question I have for you, Sean, and this is such an interesting question because obviously you followed Dan Ray, probably Nightside, the local radio legend. I'd say maybe early February 2025, Leah Foley U.S. Attorney Foley went on Dan Ray's program and said, you know, traditionally, and this is true under Section 25 of the DOJ operations.
Dude, Grant's sound is fucking terrible, bro. Like he either needs a better mic or I don't know, but his sound is awful.
Manual pursuant to U.S. XREL 2EV Reagan 1985, which is interpolated under 28 U.S. CFR 126.000, if you want the reference. Leah Foley said the standard under that rule, which is not just disclosures to parties in a criminal matter, but to the public, is we don't confirm or deny. However, there might be extraordinary circumstances where under Section 25, the DOJ can let local law enforcement partners, such as the Canton Police, the prosecutors in the Walsh case, or Hank Brennan, know that the investigation is over. Have you heard of that? And would that make more sense to you?
I've never heard of that. I have always lived by the fact that what happens in the grand jury stays in the grand jury, right? And basically, you know, so you take it. So you have sealed indictments, right? And the whole thing about sealed indictments is
we get it. Grand jury information is sealed. We get it. What next?
Kind of thing where, so you're the feds, hypothetically, and you see this post by the juror's friend who talks about the CDL. And, you know, let's say that like you got various redacted programs. So you already have the information you need, but you have to do parallel construction on it. Why wouldn't you go to the friend and say, hey, we have a warrant for your whole phone about the CDL post, and then use that to get a warrant on the juror's phone, which then opens up clear process. But instead of moving right away, maybe if you suspect that it was Aiden or Karen who was talking to this grand juror, you don't do anything and let Karen's trial play out as maybe what's the word that was used in the Adelson case? Is it a bump?
Yeah. Listen, the CDL caper came out last year, right?
Oh my God, that sound finally.
The indictments were January 2024, and they pled guilty in late 2024, right. Early 2024.
Grant's sound is the worst. Like he's probably got a fan blowing. Like that is horrible, dude, to listen to on headphones. Grant, your everything that Grant's got going on here is way too much. It's way too much. There's too much fucking dead air sound. There shouldn't be. And there's way too much going on his fucking screen. Like, how am I even supposed to pay attention to what he's trying to show me on the screen? You know what I mean? Like,
so evidently, the person who posted it prior to the indictments, right? That's obviously caught the attention
he mutes
of the
himself.
federal agents.
He mutes himself while Sean's talking, which is good. But as soon as he starts talking, his fucking mic is crackly almost, and you just hear fucking like a fan and an AC going on in the background.
So they sat on it this long. I mean, let's do the math here. Everything is done for a reason. Okay, think about it. Right, the feds have been very quiet. So Josh Levy says, in good conscience, I can't allow the Karen Reed case to go to trial. That's one move. That's a shot over the bow, right? And then the TUI.
That didn't happen, though. It went to trial twice. What the fuck are you talking about, Sean?
And then everything kind of dies. And all of a sudden, last August, boom, Matt Farrell gets taken down, in a one-count indictment, right? Murder of Sandra Birchmore, death penalty case, right? That's a big splash. Then all of a sudden, everything's kind of quiet again. And boom, here we go. Here's another thing. This thing yesterday, right? This is the feds giving everyone a little heartbeat, right? It's by design. It's like, don't forget us. We're out here. Okay.
That is one of the biggest crocs of shit I ever heard in my life. That is right up there with give us fucking McDonough, as far as I'm concerned. What he's saying right now holds as much weight to me as give us fucking McDonough when he said that shit. Like, that's what that means to me. Except this isn't as funny. But I mean, listen to what he's saying. He's saying that every time something happens involving the feds, it's the feds letting us know, hey, we haven't forgotten. We're still here, and the indictments are coming any minute now. That's not what they do. That's not what they do. Now, I've speculated on this, but the difference is I'm not a former DEA agent, bro. I'm a fucking idiot. I just sat here and speculated on Grant getting fucking made by a little alien ornery fucking Asperger kid. Like, you don't take things I say seriously. You understand? Like, you don't do that. Okay? I've speculated whether or not the feds are giving us a little something just to let us know they're out there. I have speculated on that. But the thing is I'm fucking retarded. Okay? I'm not DEA, FBI. I'm GED. Okay? So, like, when you hear a DEA agent say dumb shit like that, you're like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? You know? What are you doing?
Okay. And look at it. Look at what people are doing. Right? I mean, it's pretty classic. I gotta say, it's manipulative. It's a psyop. Grant, I can tell you right now, it's definitely a psyop. It's getting people to move the needle. Look what happened last night. Aiden was fucking crazy. I just saw your thing. Waiting for this link you were going to send me. I didn't see it last night. I got people talking about it. But this is crazy, right? And did you play the rant he did back in 2023?
We played that 10. Yeah,
right,
the one.
Did he mention my name then?
Yeah. No, that's right. He did not until this one.
No, he didn't.
Dude, Grant sound.
So that's classic, right?
Me, bro.
Listen, I knew the moment yesterday came out that tape, that little rant of his was.
Grant's just like harmlessly offensive all the time. Like, unconsciously all the time. Harmlessly offensive. What I mean by that is he's the guy that shows up to cover a court case at the courthouse, sits amongst colleagues who are actual journalists, and they have to tolerate him smelling like asshole and weed, and holding a fucking his pants up with a fucking rope, and fucking typing loud as fuck on his keyboard. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not doing it deliberately. He's just this guy. Like, everything about this guy is fucking annoying. And right now, like, he's got a loud fucking mic, but it's picking up all the back sound that he's got, everything going on. Like, it's picking up his fucking neighbor's fucking fan, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't mean to do it. Look, like, I'm going to go into a fucking seizure looking at his screen, dude. If I was epileptic, I'd go into a fucking seizure looking at his screen. Look at how there's way too much shit going on. And then on top of that, you just got Sean spewing out nonsense. Like, at first he started off making sense, but now he's just spouting off crazy fucking tinfoil hat bullshit. Yeah, Grant Smith Ellis is an indeliberate agent of chaos. Like, dude, laptop, all these stupid ass stickers on it.
Was going to come forward somehow. And I got to tell you, Dara, I know Dara. She is the toughest. I mean, listen, she didn't back down at all. And she's not backing down. I mean, she is ramped it up. And like I said, I had an agreement, tacit agreement with Aiden that he would stay in his neutral corner, I would stay in mine. I've never mentioned that kid's name in over a year, right? By agreement. His girlfriend brokered the deal. I don't know if they're still boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know. Nor do I care. But isn't it amazing? I've been getting clips for the past 6 months, the little things he keeps mentioning my name. And I said, well, at some point, the bear is going to come back. The bear will come back at some point. And
bro, what's the bear going to do but make himself look stupid all over again, bro? Like, this is the kind of delusion I'm talking about when it comes to Sean. Like, and that's the thing is, I don't even dislike Sean. I just wish he'd fucking like, dude, like, you need to wake up. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to like embarrass Aiden. You're not going to do any of that. Like, his platform is way too large now. There's literally no going up against Aiden with bullshit fucking drama. There's no doing it. Sumo, thank you so much. Wow, dude, you've managed to throw Downs and Asperger's people some shade tonight. Oh, and you compared them to aliens. What an insult to aliens. No. I didn't say anything like there's anything wrong with having Asperger's or Down syndrome. I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. But let's face it, a penis with Down syndrome, it's just fucking funny. Like, tell me it's not. So, I mean, yeah, like, these things exist. They're out there. It's okay to joke about things. They're just jokes. Calm the fuck down.
And I told his girlfriend, give him a standing 8 or I will really come out. Listen, he's on a good ride right now, right? He got the carry. He's going on his whore tour. I mean, he says that he's going on his whore tour. Okay. So if you are Nurse Kim, how does that make you feel that he considers
bro. See, this is when fucking people are stupid. They don't realize certain things, such as certain things, such as like context, and they don't realize that they're making themselves look like they're projecting. Sumo, thank you so much. It is. I have Asperger's. We are weird. Yeah, we all. Yeah, I mean, I was ADHD. I was like borderline Asperger's. I was always crying and I was always yelling and screaming as a kid. So I get it. I get what being a different kid feels like. I'm not fucking throwing shade at anybody, dude. So but you know, they're just jokes again, and you know, I'm not going to apologize if my jokes offend you. Don't fucking watch if you get offended by what I say. It's that simple. So what's up, Defense Diaries? Bob, my boy. Yeah, expect a DM from me soon, Bob. I've got something cooking. I got something cooking. Did I say that? Well, if I did apologize, then I take it back. Because seriously, I mean, I really don't give a fuck. Like, if anybody is offended by my sense of humor, like, I don't care. I know where my heart is, and I know what I believe in, and I know what my principles are. And if you pay attention to my actions, you know the difference between me being in just plain insensitive or just being joking. Sean is the mofo who never gets the jokes. I'm a woman. Call me a whore as a term of endearment. He's using Nurse Kim to attack Turtle Boy. Exactly. Thank you, Hannah. And that's a good point. So what he's doing here is he's twisting something, but what is in what he's doing, he's undermining Nurse Kim's intelligence. He's sitting here saying, "Oh, he's going on a whore tour, and this whore tour. How does Nurse Kim feel about that?" Like, first of all, Nurse Kim is a very, very intelligent person. And Nurse Kim understands the fact, guaranteed. I don't like to speak for other people. Thank you. Welcome to Logic Scooter 54. I don't like to speak for people, but I can pretty much assume that Nurse Kim understands the context in which Aiden uses the word whore in that term, and in the context in which he uses it is referring to himself. He's whoring himself out to other channels. He's being a whore. Like, he's sleeping around. That's the gist. That's the whole point of it's a play on words, and it's meant to be humorous in poor taste. That's it. And to assume that Nurse Kim doesn't understand that is the insult. Not what you're saying. Assuming that Nurse Kim is too dumb to understand this is the insult to Nurse Kim, not Aiden calling this a whore tour. And the fact is these people all come to him and approach him and ask him to be on their channels. Like, do you think Britt Happens, who's about to go live in 7 minutes with Aiden, do you think Britt Happens is sitting there worried about whether or not Aiden thinks that he's calling everybody whores? Like, he's not calling anybody but himself a whore, and he's doing it in a very facetious manner. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about that. Krista, thank you so much. My 20-year-old son has autism, Asperger's, and ADHD, and he howled laughing at your joke. He needs facial expressions and tone of voice. He reads facial expressions and tone of voice. It was funny. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I love that. I love that. Big shout out to your son. Listen, Claire, I'm joking with you and obviously love your humor and personality. I'm a huge fan. I get it. I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just speaking in generalities. Anybody, you know, anybody who takes issue with me making jokes and using those types of human, you know, these human issues that people have. I mean, if we can't joke about these things, I don't want to live in a world where we can't joke about these things. I definitely don't want to live in a world like that.
Is him going on these YouTube content people, his whore tour. I mean, do people give him a pass for that? I guess they do. I'm not. And I just hope he gets
as if a pass from Sean McDonough is needed. As if a pass from Sean on the golf is needed by anyone. The Aussie Insider interview, here's the thing, Bob, about that. Like, first of all, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Once you watch it, you'll see what I mean. It's just a little, it's a little uncomfortable. You know, I think that, here's my take on it. I'm going to give a 150% honest take on it. I feel like Aussie Insider did not feel 100% confident in having a live. She's more of a video person, and I think that she was lacking a little confidence in having Aiden on live. I felt that she was a little intimidated, not so much by him, but by the scenario. And then she had Jason Boyles on, and Jason Boyles basically took over this interview for the most part. And he asked a whole bunch of overly loaded questions. And there's nothing wrong. I'm not trash talking Jason. And I'm not trash talking at Aussie Insider. I think that these things happen. These things can happen. I've done that. I've been like, I remember back when I was very, very green on YouTube. I remember I was going to do something. I can't remember who it was. And I was really nervous about it. And I asked Annie to help me with it. To be honest, she was like, dude, you got this. You can do this. You know what I mean? But that should have happened. I think that would have went a lot less awkward and a lot more smoothly had Aussie and Aiden just been the two of them and had a natural conversation. I think that would have went a lot better. But you know, Jason just kept asking a lot of really, really loaded questions that were hard to follow. And I think that, you know, and I think Jason fancies himself as an independent journalist to some degree himself. And I think he might have just put a little too much thought into the entire process. And was trying a little too hard to look professional, to be professional. And just got a little carried away with the questions. I think that's all it was. And that's not a big deal. That's not any fault on his character at all. It's just how it's one of those things where you think you plan something out and you think it's going to go one way, but it has a reverse effect. It has a different effect. It doesn't go the way that you had in your mind. And that happens to all of us. Not a big deal. Jason's a really nice guy. And Ozzy is awesome. She has a great channel. And I think that there's just the dynamic of how they plan things out backfired a little bit. That's all. And that happens to everyone. It's okay. But yeah, that's all it was. But people made it out to be a big deal and made Turtle Boy out to be rude to them. And it's not. I mean, you can't expect him, you know, I've been in awkward interviews where people want to interview me, which I still can't imagine why they would, but where they've had me on and it was fucking awkward, you know, And all you can do is just do the best you can. If you don't understand a question, what's he supposed to do about that? If he's asked a loaded ass question and you go, I mean, what's he supposed to do other than be like, dude, I really don't know how to answer that. I don't know, you know, that's all you can do. I didn't watch Aussie's message or Aussie's message. That's how you say it. I didn't watch the message that she had. I mean, and that's all I think happened. I think that she just lacked a little bit of confidence and wanted some backup, and the backup was more than needed. I think if Ozzy had just a one-on-one conversation, very natural conversation with Aiden, it would have went way better. That's all. That's my advice to anybody who's going to have Aiden on. Watch and see. Watch when Melanie Little has Aiden on tonight at 7. I'm sure Britt's going to do a great job too, but specifically Melanie Little, because Melanie Little and Aiden have a dynamic, you know, and she understands his case and is passionate about it. And Melanie Little is a very, very easy person to kick it with on a live stream. So, you know, and I miss doing live streams with her. I should reach out to her for another one soon. But yeah, man, I mean, that's all it is, you know, like just because he's kind of the talk of the town at the moment, it doesn't mean he's not somebody who you could just fucking kick it with and talk to. That's what he wants to do. That's all, you know. I mean, there's a lot of fascinating topics to discuss, you know. I mean, yeah, Ozzy is great. Ozzy is really, she's got a great channel. A great channel. Seriously. Yeah, and I just think now Britt Happens is about to go live right now on and have Aiden on before he goes on Melanie Little's at 7. So Cynthia, thank you so much. Listen to the glamour. Yeah, I'm gonna be reaching out to my boy Bob soon. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Guys, make sure to go check out Britt Happens. She's gonna have Aiden on right now. So Glare Raid. Yeah, Glare Raid. Alicia S, thank you so much. Spoken like a true comedian. It's just a fucking joke, people. You make a lot of people laugh. I don't want to live in a world without laughter either. Keep doing you. Thanks, Alicia. Appreciate that. Yeah, I can do that. Give me 1 second here, folks. All right, here's the link to Britt Happens stream that's about to start. Go on over there and let her know it's a Glare raid. You guys are absolutely fucking amazing, man. Seriously. I'm really grateful for all you guys. Thank you guys so much. Make sure on your way out to smash the like. I like to be touched on the like button. Touch me nice and soft on the like button. And make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And make sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. I'm hopefully going to go live again tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be cooking up some stuff this week. Yeah, you guys are amazing. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. I love you very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.